Alrighty, hey everyone, Mr. Bolchek here. Today is Friday, September 10th, and to finish out this week, to finish out our studying of the brass family, today we are talking about the tuba, which looks like this. Obviously you can see it's huge. It's actually even pretty big on me, and I'm a pretty big person, so it looks even bigger on, teeny little beginner students. So the tuba is obviously a member of the brass family. As a reminder, all brass instruments require the player to buzz their lips. And then they do that through the instrument. In order to create sound, okay? Just like the trombone, the tuba is a low brass instrument, meaning that it plays the lower notes. So as a review, trumpet and horn are both high brass instruments because they play higher, while trombone and tuba are low brass instruments because they play lower. Okay? It's used mostly in classical music. It would be pretty unusual for you to see a jazz tuba somewhere, although it's used in bands of all kinds, marching bands, sit-down bands, concert bands, that kind of thing. Pretty common to see tubas. Has anywhere from 3 to 6 valves. This one only has 3 valves, but I've seen some tubas that have twice that amount, that have 6 to change notes, just like the trumpet and the French horn. And just like all other brass instruments, it's made from a mixture of metals and is usually gold or silver in color. Okay? A couple interesting things about the tuba and the tuba family. First of all, tubas come in lots of different shapes because, as I sort of talked about, marching bands and folks that march and move around while holding instruments need tubas in their band, and unless you're really strong, it would be really difficult to hold up this tuba like this and stand up and march 2 miles in a parade and still sound good by the end, right? So there are a couple different ways to work around that. Number one, which you'll see in the listening for today, some tubas are designed to go over the shoulder like this. Kind of looks like I'm holding a giant bazooka, but the mouthpiece would come down here to my face and I would play and the sound would go out that way. And so that way the tuba is resting on my shoulder rather than me having to hold it up with my arms. Okay. Another common version of the tuba is the sousaphone, which I don't have here with me, but the sousaphone is basically a tuba that sort of wraps around the player's body. So again, the weight is resting on their shoulder rather than them having to hold it up for 20-30 minutes at a time. So that's a little bit about the tuba family. We also have some baby tubas called, sometimes they're called baritones, sometimes they're called euphoniums, both big long words that are spelled funny, but they're essentially the word meaning baby tuba, which looks like this. It's still pretty big, but definitely smaller than the tuba. And these play in the register of the trombone. So still pretty low, but not nearly as low as the tuba. Okay? So that's all about the tuba and the tuba family. That is the end of this little video. You can go ahead and move on to the next step of your classwork. And I very much look forward to seeing everyone in person on Monday. Alrighty, bye for now.